Silence Corner Atoll. This is the X Plus model. Here are all the pieces, and I'll just show you how the main circular frame works. You have this release button, or this release knob, that will tighten it and lock the rotation. So once that's tight, you can't rotate it. Then you open it up, and then you can rotate this. And there are 3 or 4 positive locking points, 2 at 90, and then the other 2 at 180. So this one, when I click it here, you can't hear it on camera, but I could feel it and hear it. And I go to here, I hear it click in place. I can go all the way 180, I hear that click in place. Go all the way this way, I can hear that click. And then go back to the center, I hear that click. Check that out. So here's what it looks like. So this is the A7RV with the 24-70 G Master Mark II. And the reason why I extended it so far away, I could have put it closer to the camera. Here's where you change the distance from the circle to the body of the camera. But if you put it too close to the body here, you're not able to fit your hands on the grip. And when I'm doing portraits, I want to put my hand on the grip like that. So the tripod's going to go right here, and I guess it's kind of okay because it balances out fairly well. And the way that this is connected here are just these 2 screws are what's holding the circle frame to the base plate on the camera. So here's the release button for the lens. Do that. This is what it looks like without the lens, if you're curious. And then let's see how it goes in. Wow, that's a really, really tight fit. But it works. Look how big that is, geez. So this lens is even heavier than the 24-70 here. Very front heavy. So now to have the center of balance right in the middle here, I think it works better. Okay, now let's see what it looks like putting on a battery grip. I think I'm beginning to realize why not a lot of people use Silence Corner. Here is the configuration when I mount their extension to put the battery grip on, and it looks like this. This would be my portrait setup, and as you can see, it is a little funky. Yeah, there's the base plate. And since I'm using the battery grip, it's so much longer that if I mount this on a tripod, there's no room to really fit it. But when I go 90, then I'll have clearance, except all of this gunk. Now, I can't grip the side to take the photos. Ooh, I don't know about this. And here you can see how I had to stack it up. And I just unboxed this, and look, just screwing this on, you can already see the wear and tear of the components here. They're all made out of metal, but the way that this setup is, feels like those early 2010s when DSLR rigging started. And people were just coming out of the woodwork, making all kinds of pieces that would sort of work and not work. That's what this Silence Corner feels like. Although this was quite expensive for what this is. Wow, look at that. I don't know if I'm going to use this Silence Corner with the grip. If you do know anything else that can do something like this, put it in the comments. But I couldn't find any other product that could allow you to do vertical portraits with this circular type of design and let you fit the battery grip. There are other circle rigs like this, but none of them were long enough to fit the battery grip. And now I think it's obvious why other manufacturers don't do that, because of how impractical the other physical components would be to make this work. Yeah, so if I did do something like this, I would permanently keep it at a 90 and just leave it like this, and that's how I'll mount it. So I'll never go landscape, I'll always go portrait. But even then, you can see here, it looks like there's a little bit of a bend, and this is bending. Now, the way that they designed this is there's supposed to be some stoppers here, and they gave some extensions, and this is supposed to give it more stability. So it's supposed to press this way against the ring so that it doesn't go all the way like it's going now. But because I need to put my hands here, I can't put the circle frame closer to the body so that these stoppers will hit it to give it more stability. I like the idea. Not sure if I'm sold on the execution yet. Maybe I should just get the version that's meant for Sony and just forget about putting the battery grip. Maybe trying to find a product that allows me to do vertical shooting with an O-ring like this is just not going to happen. And if you didn't watch my previous video, one of the reasons why I'm going with this design versus an L bracket, which there are a ton of L brackets on the market where you'll have one piece here and one piece on this side, is that almost all the L brackets that I saw blocked all of the ports here, because this is where you would mount the camera on the tripod head. And I shoot tethered when I'm doing portraits, so I need that USB-C tethering cable to come out, and all of the L brackets blocked that. That's why I'm going with this whole design. Otherwise, I would go with the L bracket because there's more users for L brackets. Well, that's the silence corner. I'm gonna keep this, I'm gonna use it, just probably not with the battery grip.